This ensemble of legal minds of Uganda is here to draw the nation's attention to a very profound issue that touches social justice, rule of law, constitutionalism, and fundamental human rights. As part of the Museveni's military dictatorship, in order to consolidate his monarchical tendencies, he has waged a years-long war on judicial independence, undermining and sacrificing quality to the altar of sectarianism and dogmatism. So he's stuffing the judiciary with tangly cadres who are willing to do his will at his beck and call anytime. One of the most outrageous examples of such incompetence, bias, and spineless dogmatism is Judge Baguma Emmanuel, who is mishandling the matters of Besigye against the law, against the logic, and against morality. For long, we have suffered with Baguma in this Besigye trial, but we have been trying to be cautious, to be professional, and to not stir the waters. But we have come to the end of the road with patience with Judge Baguma, who we retaliate is exhibiting unprecedented levels of incompetence, of bias, and complicity in the political persecution of Besigye and Rutale. When the file of the committed for trial to the High Court, it was committed to a specific division of the High Court. It is called International Crimes Division of the High Court. It was not committed to the Criminal Division. But thanks to the mafia efforts of judges like Baguma, who actually put the Besigye files under lock and key, and I think this is the second time we are crying about this, the files were grabbed from the Criminal Division by Baguma to the High Court Division, and now he's the one in charge of them. In April, he was with them since April, and he took forever to decide them. And even when we had a meeting with the head of the division, of the Criminal Division, we were very succinct, we were very clear that owing to the hostility exhibited to members of the legal team, including our international jurist, Martha Karua, that Baguma was not a fit and proper judge to handle and preside over a Besigye matter because of his inherent and unmitigated bias towards Besigye and Rutale. The head of the division was ambivalent and didn't act. It seems Baguma is even more powerful than the other judges of the division. You will recall that myself, once I was freed on 4th April, the judge who freed me was immediately expunged from that division. My case was the final case he handled. They brought 2 judges specifically to harass Besigye and Rutale. Baguma is the leader of that plot in the Criminal Division. He's executing it with surgical efficiency. So if you walk away from this press conference with 2 points, it is one, that the file of Besigye and Rutale is supposed to be with the International Criminal Division, where it was committed during broad daylight by Nantege Christine when she committed these files to the Criminal Division. The miraculous attempt, how Baguma now grabs a criminal International Crimes Division file from those judges to his docket is miraculous, is perplexing, is mind-boggling, is numbing, but it is also unconstitutional, it's illogical, and it begs answers as to what does Baguma Emmanuel want from these files. He doesn't want to release the people. When we talked about their abduction in Kenya, he looked visibly annoyed. When we sent our lead, when we tried to access his chambers, all of us out, except 3 of us, whom he went on a tirade of hostility. So we have reached the end of the road. We are tired of his complicity in political persecution, and we are reminding him that he should stop insisting on these files. Today, he had scheduled a date, but we refused to go there, and we decided to come here and talk to the Ugandan people about this hate of injustice. And we hope that Ugandans can see this for what it is. It is judicial persecution of our clients, and it needs to be resisted by the entire public, politically and otherwise, because for us as lawyers, we are running out of legal options. Ugandans need to take this up themselves and stop Baguma from harassing Besigye. The reason Besigye and Rutare are still in detention is not the law is on their side. It is Justice Baguma and the people he's working with, the people for whom he's there is the conduit. And you know these people. It's the military dictatorship. It is Museveni, it is Muhoozi who are harassing Baguma, Besigye, and Baguma is now their agent at the criminal division. I hope the message is very clear. Thank you. So there is an auxiliary, also important matter of the issue that as constitutional lawyer we have been fighting on, of acting judges. The Constitutional Court ruled on its illegality, but Museveni continues wrongly appointing acting judges. We have seen a story in the press today. It is unfortunate that they are creating artificial crises. The problem with temporary judges or BAO judges, to be very clear, because judges are not supposed to do cheyo. So Museveni has denigrated and debased the judiciary of creating cheyo judges. Your cheyo is 1 year, your cheyo is 2 years. It undermines judicial independence. It erodes the concept of an impartial judge, because these judges who have no security of tenure cannot exercise independent judicial reasoning, because they are afraid that if they do so, their tenures will not be renewed, their contracts, their BAO will expire. So that is a very important issue. Thank you, Andrew, for reminding me. I hope that's very clear. The remedy is Justice Baguma, if you are listening, take the back to the International Crimes Division where it was committed to. If you have a problem with the International Crimes Division, to where the written indictment shows that the file was committed, and we as lawyers were there when it was committed, and it is the office of the DPP that committed there, then you may as well even take the files back to Nakawa so that they are committed afresh to your division if you want. But this abuse, obdurate abuse of procedure, this irregularity that injures justice is very uncouth and unacceptable. What are we going to do? We are not miracle workers, but we hope that you listen to reason, you listen to the Constitution. If you don't, the people of Uganda will take care of you, because this is about matters of national importance. Our clients, we are here because of our clients. Dr. retired Colonel Chiza Besigye and Haj Rutare Obed have been very clear. They couldn't have been clear themselves. If you see them in any Baguma court, know that that is an abduction. They are not going to appear before Baguma, Emmanuel. That is, they are not willing to sacrifice justice on the altar of judicial incompetence and bias of Baguma, which is unmistakable, undisguised, and undisguisable. It is Besigye's instructions that we don't go to that Baguma court. It's just that we also agree with those reasons. That's why I'm not even, yes. Besigye says Baguma is incompetent, and I agree. I also say it. It's not only Besigye saying it. Yes. Rutare says Baguma is biased, and I agree with Rutare. Yes, Baguma is biased, and yeah. So our clients were the first to see this injustice, and we agree with them. Thank you. Our agreement with the Besigye and Rutare, that's why we are even wearing T-shirts. We would be in robes. These things have nothing to do with the law or the Constitution. It have everything to do with military dictatorship and the consolidation of the monarchy, the Muhoozi project. That's why these guys are in detention. So think Muhoozi project, think Ugandans need a revolution. It's in the new Uganda that this injustice can stop. Otherwise, if we don't remove Museveni and stop his son, these injustices are only going to multiply.